Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be fixing a very specific issue with this Pokémon Silver cartridge. I've already cleaned the pins as well as reflowed all of the chip legs, and the problem still persists. So what is it and how do we fix it? This is the main issue here. The game plays, but the sprites are all jumbled up, and even though the text displays properly, the graphics, or rather the sprites, do not. I found this is almost always an issue with the RAM on these boards, and it is located here. Either there's a RAM pin not connected properly, dirty cartridge pins, or there's a trace that's broken somewhere. Since I've already reflowed the board and cleaned the pins, it must be a broken trace. And after breaking out the multimeter in continuity mode to test the rear of the board, I found this. One of the traces near the middle of the board is missing on the back. Now this board is not in the greatest of conditions just by looking at the test points to the right, so odds are there could be some more breaks. I did a little bit more poking around just to make sure everything else was working and found no other issues, surprisingly. So how do we fix this? Well, you're going to need a few things. A multimeter for testing the board is a must. I also picked up some nice needle probes a while ago that work great for small traces too. A soldering iron, solder, and flux are also needed, as well as some wire to patch the traces. I'm using 30 gauge coated magnet wire for this, but you can really use anything you have available that solders well. If you've never done any small scale soldering, you should probably practice on a few other items before starting this repair too. I have a video discussing a test project that you can do if you'd like to check that out, but you really just need some good eyes and steady hands. And you'll see in a minute that maybe I need one of those checked. Your trace damage may be in a different location, but for this one, I started by adding some flux and solder to the good test point. Once the hole was filled, I attached the end of the magnet wire to it. I'm going to do this repair in two stages. First, I want to make sure the patch will work, and second, adjust it to make sure it will last. You could probably do everything in one pass if you'd like, but I just like to do it this way. This hole on the back is thankfully easily seen from the front, and you can also see exactly where the trace ends on the RAM chip. I like to scrape a little of the outer coating off of the wire just so I don't need to sit and heat the ends so much, and it solders in place quickly. Then attach it to the RAM leg in the exact same way. Now it looks ugly, but that's fine. We'll fix that later after we know it's working. Plus I have to add a save battery back on anyway. Well, that didn't work. But why? Because I soldered the patch to the wrong pin on the back. Let this be a lesson to all of you and make sure you double check your work. Maybe this is also proof that I need my eyes checked too. So a quick fix later and we are back to where we thought we were originally. And boom, it's fixed. Professor Oak looks normal again and the Pokemon do too. But now let's make it tidy. I disconnected the end of the wire from the chip and fed it through the broken hole from the back. This is optional, but I don't want that wire to remove at all, so I'm going to apply some Kapton tape. Now I position the wire on the other side so it mimics the trace, and I trim it down to solder it back to the chip leg. Make sure to clean the area a bit with some IPA when finished, and for giggles I put on another half piece of tape on this side too, just to make sure that it's not going to be moving. I tested it one more time just to make sure everything was good, which it was, and moved on to installing the new save battery. If you'd like a full tutorial on how to swap a save battery, check out this video right here. But I did some final cleaning with IPA, and this Pokemon Silver copy is now good to go. Now that label is still pretty rough, but that's going to be a different problem. I tested all the functions and made sure to name the save appropriately before playing it a little bit more. I didn't run into any more issues at all. If this video helped you, please leave a like down below, and if you're interested in other video game related repairs, be sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next fix.